You guys remember this?
Just to clarify for our viewers, Springfield, Ohio does have a large number of Haitian migrants who have legal status, temporary protected status.
Margaret, but
thank you, Senator. We have so much to get to.
Margaret, I think it's important because
we're going to turn now to the economy. Thank
Margaret,
you.
the rules were that you guys weren't going to fact check, and since you're fact checking me, I think it's important to say what's actually going on. So there's an application called the CBP One app, where you can go on as an illegal migrant, apply for asylum or apply for parole, and be granted legal status at the wave of a Kamala Harris open border wand. That is not a person coming in, applying for a green card and waiting for 10 years. That is the facilitation of illegal immigration, Margaret, by our own leadership.
Thank you, Senator, for describing the legal process. We have so much to get to, Senator.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I invite you to join me as we delve into a compelling debate I recently witnessed between J.D. Vance and Tim Walz. Although my political inclinations lean to the right, often considering a vote for Trump, I found myself without a strong allegiance during this discussion. This prompted me to explore the critical claims surrounding immigration and border control articulated by both sides. A quick note though, this is not actually my voice, by an artificial representation of my voice. I have a lot of projects I am working on, and for now, I will be unable to record, so please, tolerate this vocals if you are not into it. Now, back to the topic at hand. To comprehend the current state of immigration in the United States, we must first examine the roots of our immigration policies. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the Trump administration implemented Title 42, an executive order that effectively barred illegal migrants from crossing the border under the pretext of health concerns. This policy resulted in a dramatic decline in border crossings. However, as Title 42 expired, President Biden chose not to extend it. This decision appears motivated by a desire to avoid being branded as anti-immigration.
We provide lawful, safe, and orderly pathways for people to come to the United States when they qualify for relief.
Under his administration, which is often perceived as more lenient than Trump's, we witnessed a resurgence in migrant numbers. In response to this escalating influx, Biden deployed 1,500 troops to the border. Yet, we must question the efficacy of this measure. Did it truly address the growing challenges? Now let's discuss the CBP One app, introduced to help manage the immigration process. The app was designed to allow migrants to schedule appointments prior to arriving at the border, ideally streamlining the entry process. However, there's a significant flaw. The app requires users to be physically near the border to function effectively. This fundamentally undermines its intended purpose. Moreover, technical issues have plagued the app, leading to frustration among users. Reports from various news outlets, including Spectrum News, have highlighted its ineffectiveness and the complications it introduces for those seeking entry into the US. Clearly, the administration's approach to immigration policy and the implementation of the CBP One app has fallen short of its goals. To further investigate this topic, we turn our attention to a recent 3-hour hearing featuring witnesses from the Biden-Harris administration, including Mr. Adam Hunter, Ms. Diane J. Sabatino, Ms. Tammy Meckley, and Ms. Marta Youth. The hearing was largely characterized by pointed questioning from right-wing congressmen, while left-wing representatives offered more lenient inquiries. Although some concerns were raised regarding the administration's actions, there were no definitive smoking guns. For those interested in a detailed examination of the hearing, I'll provide a link in the description below. To summarize the discussion, let's highlight insights from two prominent chairmen, Mr. Huggins from the right and Mr. Correa from the left. Subcommittee Chairman Mr. Huggins opened the hearing by scrutinizing the CBP-1 app and the Biden administration's overall approach, particularly the Department of Homeland Security's DHS management of the app. Huggins raised significant concerns regarding the app's role in creating pathways for undocumented immigrants and the associated security risks, especially in light of what he perceives as open border policies under Secretary Mayorkas. He emphasized that since January 2023, the CBP-1 app has allowed over 460,000 illegal aliens to schedule entry appointments, resulting in a worrying majority being paroled into the US with minimal scrutiny. Alarmingly, approximately 96% of app users from January to September 2023 received notices to appear, while only 4% faced detention or removal. A particularly concerning point raised by Huggins was the loophole in the app that allows individuals to enter the US without an appointment under certain circumstances. This provision poses a serious threat to the app's integrity and efficacy in securing the border. Conversely, Chairman Mr. Correa emphasized that immigration should not be viewed merely as a left versus right issue. He argued for a broader perspective, urging a consideration of the global migration challenges we face, especially as we emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic. Mr. Correa pointed out that various countries are grappling with similar pressures and suggested that the US should focus on leveraging cutting-edge technology and innovative approaches to address these challenges comprehensively. Mr. Correa advocated for bipartisan cooperation in tackling immigration issues, encouraging his fellow representatives to move beyond partisan divisions and to explore the root causes of migration. Now, let me share my perspective on the issue of immigration, particularly the distinctions between legal and illegal migration. I empathize deeply with those seeking new beginnings, and I understand the desperation that drives individuals to flee oppressive regimes or dire circumstances. The choice to leave one's home country is often a rational response to untenable conditions. For instance, consider a hypothetical scenario in which the US becomes oppressive. Imagine an administration that confiscates firearms or imposes unfair taxes on certain groups. In such a dystopian reality, wouldn't seeking refuge elsewhere be a reasonable course of action? That said, the disparities between legal and illegal immigration are stark. Having worked diligently to become a permanent resident in Canada, I've observed how refugees can sometimes receive expedited status, bypassing the rigorous processes that many, including myself, have had to navigate. This raises crucial questions about fairness and the rule of law. What incentive do individuals have to follow the legal path when those who break it seem to face little consequence? In conclusion, was J.D. Vance correct in identifying the loophole within the CBP app that allows migrants to enter without following the appropriate procedures? Absolutely. However, it is vital to recognize that the legal status of these individuals can be complex, especially regarding the parole system. Whether the Biden administration's actions stem from a deliberate strategy or negligence remains somewhat ambiguous. What is indisputable, however, is that the current situation at the border is concerning, and we must address these challenges with thoughtfulness and urgency. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the immigration debate. I hope this discussion has illuminated the complexities of our current immigration policies and the issues surrounding the CBP-1 app. Don't forget to check the description for links to the hearing and additional resources. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time.